This meeting is being recorded.
Have you ever felt alone when you walk into a room? Friends feel like they're strangers and you wanna turn and run. You hear whispers in the shadows, the look in their eyes. It's something I got used to, been there a million times. One day you'll be stronger, looking back on yesterday. There's something I gotta tell you, so hear me when I say, if you could see yourself from where I'm standing now, you would not believe how it all turned out. So don't let them get you down. What they say don't mean a thing, 'cause no one knows what they're doing. Ooh. Everybody's talking loud and nothing's making sense. They're going down the same old road, desperate to impress. They'll tell you you're crazy 'cause you've got no backup plan. Just turn your head and walk away, 'cause they'll never understand. One day you'll be stronger, looking back on yesterday. There's something I gotta tell you, so hear me when I say, if you could see yourself from where I'm standing now, you would not believe how it all turned out. So don't let them get you down. What they say don't mean a thing, 'cause no one knows what they're doing. Ooh, sometimes things fall apart, but chase what's in your heart. Plant a seed, let it grow. You got time to take it slow. If you could see yourself from where I'm standing now, you would not believe how it all turned out. So don't let them get you down. What they say don't mean a thing, 'cause no one knows what they're doing.
Olivia Bogle there with a song No One Knows here on Gateway 97.8. And don't forget, if you're an unsigned local artist like Olivia and want your music to be featured here on Gateway 97.8, send us an MP3 audio of your work with some bio details about yourself to unsigned@gateway978.com. And who knows, I could be playing you and featuring you on a future show.
Right.
Daytime with Aston Avery. Olivia Bogle now joins Stephen and I here on Gateway. So welcome, Olivia.
Taylor Swift even.
Hi.
It was wonderful. I loved it.
Oh, thank you.
I have to say, Olivia, it's absolutely wow, incredible. But is there an album coming up?
Yeah.
Hopefully down the line. But right now I'm just working on some singles because I'm just starting out. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to see what the future holds.
You just starting out. But dear God, what's to come? It's brilliant. I loved it.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
It was just beautiful, very moving.
It is indeed. So this being said here, Olivia, this front here, it's absolutely amazing to see what the song is as well. But we're asking our guests today what they felt about the Queen. So what did you feel about Her Majesty, the Queen herself here, Olivia?
Oh, I thought she was an absolutely incredible woman. I think the capacity that she had to bring people together, to bring nations together, and she made everybody, feel great. I mean, so I'm very inspired by her, and I hope that my music will touch as many people as she has in her long reign, you know.
The song you've just written is quite touching. What were you thinking when you were writing it?
When I was writing, well, I wrote it in the lockdown. I was introduced to another writer called Fraser McCall, and we did it over Zoom. And to this day, we've actually never met in person still. So it was just a total lockdown relationship. But it was amazing, and it was just, the song is about, you know, sometimes, you know, in life we feel a little bit lost and we don't feel like where we belong, or you hear people whispering and about you. And I mean, my dream is obviously to be a musician and a singer-songwriter. So, and you know, a lot of the time I was getting told, oh well, you know, good luck. Or, you know, have you got a backup plan? What's, you know, and I just took all of that and put it into a song, and I hope it makes you feel good, and that, you know, if you've got a dream, you've got to pursue it.
Okay, I hear a little Taylor Swift in there, and Olivia, I was going to ask you, what are your music influences growing up?
Oh, I had so many, ranging from everywhere from Taylor Swift to Coldplay to, I used to steal my mum's iPod. So when I was very, very little, so I had, you know, I had Beyonce going on. I had a bit of everything, all the way to Leonard Skinner on my dad's playlist. So, yeah, a really big wide range. But I also now.
So go on.
Now,
go on.
Now, this being said here, Olivia, as well, Stephen's mentioned about influences there, but have you always wanted to be in the music industry?
Yes. Well, ever since I started songwriting age 8, I've been singing and dancing around since I was, well, out. Mum and Dad says I was walking and talking and singing from sort of age 3. So, yeah, I've always wanted to do it, and I've only started in the industry over the last year or so, but I've been writing. I was classically trained to start with. I thought I was going to be an opera singer. And then I really got into my writing and said, actually, I want to be instead.
Now you have all the backing of your family, and you have quite a talented family, haven't you?
I do have quite a talented family.
My mom's quite well known.
Yeah, she is. She's a fabulous celebrity makeup artist, my mum. But what I have to say is, I think my parents' biggest talent was letting me, and also my brother, who's now going, well, he's in the tennis world, he's in an academy in Barcelona, was to just let us do what we wanted to do and follow our dreams and totally support us, and not going down the same path that, you know, they might have thought when we were little we might have done. So yeah, it's.
I think that's really important. If you have to back me, Aston has a wonderful family, don't you? That backs Aston all the way, and a great mother who's a superstar herself, Dawn. But I think it really helps any musician or anyone if they have the backing of the family.
Yeah,
you know.
it's so important. They've been so encouraging, ever since I was like, right, I want to become a singer-songwriter.
Do you still opera sing?
I don't. I still listen to a lot of opera, and I do, you know, sing in the shower and stuff. But no, not so much now. But I have such a great sort of appreciation for it. I do think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to go to a few operas later on this year to see them. But no, I'm not myself. No, I'm not singing opera at the moment.
Now, in the music industry here, Olivia, do you think that females are treated fairly in the music industry, or is it still a battle like Madonna proclaimed in one of her speeches?
See, this one, I mean, for me, I personally, I've only been in the industry not very long, and I've been treated very well, very fairly. So I don't feel like I can, you know, I can't give a personal experience to it. So far, so good. But yes, I've seen some of Madonna's speeches, and I think there is still, I don't think it's totally gone away. I haven't experienced it, but I'd like to think since her 2016 speech that things have got better in the industry.
with a lot more independent artists now, and a lot of people working well for themselves now because they have the facilities to, and not to be it doesn't have to be signed to a label to release music, doesn't have to be put into a box and changed. So yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping and I'm praying that everything's got better since then. But I mean, there are still a lot of songs written about the industry. One in particular that I listened to earlier this year was a song by a Canadian artist called Jessie Reyes, and it was called Gatekeeper, and it was all about sort of women being totally sexualized in the industry, and that's not from that long ago. So
yeah,
I mean, for me, it's really hard to say. I thankfully haven't experienced anything sexist towards me, and I've worked with a lot of men who are really supportive and really encouraging. So I mean, I'm really, really hoping that things have improved.
I think it's changed quite a bit since the 70s and 80s when everything was so centralized, and I mean, you still hear stories of it, but the diversity is becoming quite important. And I think people are thinking twice now before doing something, taking advantage of an artist that's female or male, come to think of it. Taken advantage of. Listen, who would you like to do a duet with if you had to do a duet song?
Oh, this is such a hard question because there's so many artists that I love to collaborate with. It's I mean, one person that I'll go off what I've been listening to really recently is a singer-songwriter from Glasgow called Nina Nesbitt. I'm not sure if you've heard of her, but I'd love to do something with her. She's an incredible female singer-songwriter producer. And I'd love to do something with her, absolutely. But I mean, I can't. There's so many artists I'd love to collaborate with.
Is there any male artists you'd like to do a duet with?
I think my 14-year-old fangirl self would probably say someone like Shawn Mendes or Charlie Puth. I think he's an incredible producer. But yeah, so many.
So
I couldn't name them all.
This being said here, Olivia, if you didn't make it into in the music industry, do you have anything in the background like you want to do?
So my backup. Did you listen to my song?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I hope, and whatever I do, I hope I'm always going to be in the industry, whether I am a singer-songwriter artist or whether I am just a songwriter or a singer or I think music's always going to be a part of my life, and I pray that I will always be part of the industry. And I'm going to work super hard to try and do that. But if I did have a change of heart, I'm really into gemology, which, studying of diamonds and precious stones.
Wow.
Girl's best friend. But yeah, so but I don't really see myself in a white lab coat.
More a white wedding dress
anytime soon. So we'll have to wait and see. And yeah.
I think also back in the 70s and 50s, 60s, that backup plan was really important because the industry wasn't as big as it is now. And I think if you go into the industry and you don't make it say as a singer, there's so much else to do within the industry. You can't stay in it, can't you?
Exactly. It's so broad now. There's so many things you can do. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to my time in the industry and see where it goes. But about touching on the plan A, plan B things, there was, I can't remember his name now, but something that really stuck with me was an interview with, I cannot remember his name, but he said, people who have a plan B will always end up going for the plan B.
Yes.
Because you don't put everything in your plan A, you're never going to make it if you're halving it. So, yeah, that's something that's really stuck with me.
Very wise words.
Yeah, wise words indeed, Olivia. And hopefully we'll see you in plan A, of course. That's the music side.
See how it goes.
So for our listeners here, Olivia, how can they get hold of the single that no one knows and also find out more about yourself?
So I am on all streaming platforms, so Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, the whole lot. On my Instagram, there is a link to all of them, so if you need to see it on YouTube or whatever. But the song's called No One Knows, and I'm Olivia Bogle, so if you type that in anywhere, hopefully you should find it.
And when we put this out on YouTube, we'll put all the links to get the single for you. Because it's such a good song. I loved it. It was really good. I bet your mum would like that, Aston.
She probably will, to be fair, there, Stephen. So, Olivia, I have to say, pleasure to have you on Gateway today, and hope it all goes well for you within the music industry, and we get to see you on the telly, hopefully, in the music industry.
Oh, thanks. It's been so great. Lovely to chat to you.
Love
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.